Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I get to that, however, a quick reminder that the fundraiser continues and your assistance is crucial at this point in time if it's at all possible. My scooter, which is my only means of independence, has ceased functioning. It will not go at all. So I am attempting to raise the funds to get a technician out here to assess the problem and replace whatever has malfunctioned. With that stated, there is a spot fund account link below under the title of this video in the description, as well as in a separate section below that. Any and all help is welcome. I mean that with all due sincerity. I am unable to walk whatsoever, unable to use a standard wheelchair, only having limited use of one hand, and I'm also unable to use any other type of motorized chair. This is my sole means of independence, and I feel as though I have been shackled in place without the ability to move about independently and relying on people. I'm not one to rely on people 24/7 for my level of care. That's not who I am. Yes, I'm not completely independent, but I do pride myself on my independence, which at the current time is hampered by not being able to go anywhere. So please do what you can. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. On with this reaction. So we have a new track from Lilith Rising. Lilith Rising is a band that came up as a recommendation for me a few months ago. I did a reaction to one of their tracks, and this is going to be my second Lilith Rising reaction. This song is called The Future. The Future, and whenever I think of that title, for some reason, I hear the Prince song from the 1989 Batman film in my head. But hopefully, this is drastically different from that, which I have a feeling it will be. The lyrics, of course, are by Taryn Nicole Carpenter, the lead vocalist, and the incredibly charismatic individual that she is. And I'm looking forward to this song and see what we have with this. It is a visualizer video, so it'll just have the funky visuals, but it is a lyric video. So, for those of you at home who want to kick back and have some fun, sing along. I will not be singing along, but I will be giving you my opinion on the song itself, the lyrics, and the production, performances, etc., following the video itself. Now, as with all my reaction videos, you'll find the direct source link below for your convenience. I always do this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost integrity and creativity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. So always click on their source links whenever possible, and you will also be able to enjoy the song in its optimum video and audio quality as opposed to secondhand via my video, and without me in the corner of the screen up there somewhere like an untrained mime in the box. So, so yes, without further ado, I'd like to get this rolling. This just debuted yesterday on YouTube, and I held off today in terms of listening to it, as I wanted to give it a fresh reaction. So here we go. The Future by Lilith Rising, and I'll be back as stated following this with my assessment. So there you have Lilith Rising with the future. It was really a very ambitious looking video, in my humble opinion. Very a high budget value to it in a lot of ways. Uh, I want to touch on a few things. The performances themselves were really solid. Musically, the rhythm section is always really tight with this band, at least in my experience listening to them. And the guitar is really crunchy, has that solid feel to it. The drums, they sound good. I think that uh, they could have more of an airy type kind of sound to give them more breathing space and more of a depth in terms of the intensity itself. That's just me. Uh, Nitpicking production aspects. Uh, but the playing itself is really solid on this track. Nice keyboard work as well. Taryn's vocals on this track are also really good as well. Uh, there were some points, though, in the mixing that I felt like she was not mixed properly. And what I mean by that is there was some areas where her voice went into the front of the mix a bit too much, um, and overshadowed previous phrasing that she was doing because she was singing louder at those points, but instead of adjusting the mixing for that, it was just left as is, I suppose. And there was a couple of occasions, or at least three that I can think of during the song, that I noticed that particular problem with. But it doesn't detract from the song. It doesn't uh, affect it in any negative light from a wide range perspective. But from a production standpoint, it's problematic. Lyrically, it is really well done. Taryn did a great job on composing this song, and I really love the lyrics. I think it's really well done. And as a lyricist myself, I can definitely see where she's coming from on this, and I do like the lyrics a lot. Her delivery of them is also very good, as stated. There's just problems in the mixing that I have issue with, and that's from my studies in production itself and experience in that area in terms of balancing things out and knowing when things should be higher in the mix and lower in the mix. Everything else is pretty much solid across the board in the mix. And that's another potential issue, not with this song, but if they stick with this particular producer who also is the one who did the video itself. Uh, there are some little things that could be done, boosts in the volume of a snare or a cymbal here or there, or a guitar riff, or uh, a keyboard run, anything that could be done just subtle in certain places to emphasize more of the musical aspects of the actual song itself. Um, but once again, that's from a production standpoint. This song does sound good, relatively speaking, production wise and performance wise, though. And I do think it is definitely a step up on the ladder in terms of getting closer to a solid, really accessible and accessible sound, but at the same time being on the fringes, which I think they like being. because it's always little more fun, in my opinion, being on the fringes as opposed to being in the spotlight. Some people dream of success. Some people are comfortable on the sidelines. I'm comfortable on the sidelines, and hence this channel being on the sidelines. But I digress. This was a great song. Like I said, lyrically, musically, it is tight. Performances are really good. The only issues I have are on the mixing of it, and that is from experience and from just knowing when to have things uh, boosted, when not to, etc. Uh, Hopefully, we get a new song or perhaps more sometime soon. I really like Lilith Rising a lot. I admire Taryn's lyrical and vocal style. I think it's really uh, well done. Her influences obviously are people like bands like Nightwish and alike, and that's an obvious takeaway. But there's also some musical aspects that hint at Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails, other um, aspects as well. So there's a lot going on musically, a lot going on vocally, a lot going on lyrically, and the lyrics are probably my favorite part of this song, and Taryn's performance on this track. So yeah, there you have my assessment of Lilith Rising the Future, not to be confused with The Future by Prince on the Batman soundtrack from 1989, I believe. Yeah, because I was in high school. Senior. I'm old. I know. Old but wise and charming and charismatic. Anyway, and also stuck in one place because I can't go anywhere. So anyway, unless I call for help, which I'll be doing here shortly, I'll be hollering into my son for that. But at the moment, I am here in front of my desk doing this reaction for you guys out there, and I hope that you can contribute to the fundraiser. As stated, any and all help is welcome. Please feel free to give me your feedback on this track. I know Lilith Rising would appreciate that, and I would appreciate the comments as well. And I hope that my assessment wasn't terribly harsh. I am real impressed by the band and by Taryn. Um, it's just a production that wasn't quite what it could have been um, in terms of volume levels, adjustments, minor things, minor quirks. Anyway, this is Rob with Media Awareness, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.